What's going on, Giants fans? This has been on my mind recently after seeing the highlights that was played yesterday. In case you missed it, at Madison Square Garden yesterday, they did the Giants' 100th season ceremony. Brian Daboll, Joe Shane were there. Giants pastime greats, Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms, Eli Manning, Strahan, Toomer, Tyree, Cruz, Banks, all those guys. The guy that did the Bronx Tale, I don't even know his name off the top of my head, but that doesn't really matter. They were showing just highlights over the last 100 years as the Giants were a football franchise, and one of those highlights popped up, and it got me really thinking. I remember I was being 11 years old witnessing this go down. Giants-Packers at Giants Stadium. Michael Strahan obtains the single-season sack record, passing Mark Gastineau, who was really, really bitter about how he did it. A lot of people thought Brett Favre took the dive for Strahan to get the record, knowing that they were so close as friends. Looking back at it now, older, wiser, try to be unbiased as possible, knowing I love Strahan and he is a Hall of Famer with or without this record. It's clear as day Brett Favre fell and let Strahan get the record. It's clear as day. He could have threw it away. He could have did anything. He could have threw it at his feet for a grounding or whatever. It's clear as day he wanted Strahan to get the record, and that's just a good guy how Brett Favre is. But I remember when it actually happened, all the Eagles fans that were in my school, that doesn't count. He fell on top of him so he could get the sack. That doesn't count. Brett Favre gave him the record. Who cares? It happens. Brett Favre is a better man for it. I was just curious after just watching that replay last night. I'm like, wow. Actually, growing old and being 23 or whatever, years older than I was when that actually happened, it's clear as day Brett Favre let him get that record. There is no reason that you watch that clip and you don't think otherwise. But I just thought it was very interesting. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't seen the clip, if you were too young or you weren't even born yet when that game happened, watch the clip. Type in on YouTube, Brett Favre, single season sack, Strahan, whatever, and just let me know your thoughts. Do you think Brett Favre gave that sack to Strahan so he could break the record, or do you think it was just a boom, boom play and it just happened coincidentally? Let me know your thoughts. As always, let's go G-Men.